What is up, YouTube? It is Dark Beauty 9825 coming to you live, and today I have another video to add to my educational finals week edition of my channel. And today is just going to be the five tips to being successful in college. And I just really think that these tips will help either incoming freshmen, people who are struggling with college right now that might have been in college, or really just any school grade. I am a college student, so I am kind of aiming it more towards college, but it can help high schoolers or even middle schoolers too. So we're just going to get right into the video. So the first step, which might be the most obvious step, but it seems to be the most hardest, especially for is hardest the word? Seems to be the most hard, especially for college students, is actually attending class. Your attendance is very important and vital in college, especially because it might be one day that you miss and it's almost like they're talking about something totally different. I know that is like a common struggle that a lot of college students have. Like, they miss one day and then you don't even know what you don't know, and it's just so hard. And it's like it just kind of frustrates you because it's like, wow, I literally missed one day, and it's not even like a full day. It might be like an hour and a half of lecture, and I literally don't know nothing that you're talking about the next day that I come. So it is very important to actually attend your classes. That's something that I struggled with when I first started college. Like, of course I would not go at all, but it would just be too easy for me to not go. But I just really want everybody to know that you actually need to attend your classes. Try to have perfect attendance. I know that it's hard, especially as adults, because we have different schedules. Sometimes maybe our doctor's appointment or our work schedule might kind of coincide with our school classes, and it might just be hard to make it to class every scheduled day. But I'm trying to assure you that the key to success is to attend your college classes every day, or as much as you can. Now, the second tip is to keep a planner, or if you don't have a planner, plan at least. So I would advise or recommend that you get a planner. I know it really has helped me this year, because over the first 2 years that I was in college, it was kind of like I was kind of struggling with actually doing the work. It's sometimes not even that I don't know how to do it, it's just that I didn't make time to do it. I had time, I just didn't make time for it. So I think that actually planning it out, being kind of strict on yourself to stick to your planner, is very important. And also, one thing that really helped is to, whenever you get completed, mark something in your planner that shows that you completed it. It kind of gives you a sense of like completeness, and then you feel like you accomplished something. So it's kind of encouraging. So I would most definitely either like make a box every time you write your homework or whatever assignment is due, and then check it off when you're done, or if you just want to write it regular and then cross it out when you're done. I just know that it's very encouraging to get the next assignment done, or to keep getting all future assignments done. That has helped me a lot, especially this semester. So I will most definitely keep a planner and mark every time that an assignment has been completed. And then that also helps you to turn your papers in on time, because I know there's a lot of students that might do their work or might forget not a lot, but it's some people that might just forget their work or forget that it's due. So having a planner kind of works both ways. It kind of helps you to get to know what assignment it is, and also helps you know the due date. So I would most definitely recommend a planner. Now, the third tip is to have a study group. Now, this study group does not have to literally meet once a day, or not once a day, but like once a week or once a month. Sometimes your study group does not have to meet at all, but at least have some type of study group that you can text, or have their numbers. And don't just have one person's number, or don't have just your friend's number, because I know what tends to happen a lot of the times is, if you have one person's number, they might not show up the same time as you. And especially if it's your friend, because y'all might go back and forth like, oh, I'm not going, and they might be like, well, if she's not going and that's my friend, I'm not gonna go neither. Because I just know that's sometimes how friends, they be doing stuff sometimes. So most definitely get somebody you can have somebody that's your friend too, but make sure you also have extra 1 or 2 people that you have their numbers, or just make a group chat with it doesn't have to be the whole class, but maybe people that you're comfortable with or somebody that you met, and just make a group chat like that. Really helps a lot, especially if y'all it's like a question you're struggling on and you put in a group chat like, is anybody else struggling with this, or does anybody have the answer to this question? I know it helps a whole lot. And either so sometimes people might just send the answers, or somebody might just explain it, but either way you get the work done and everybody wins. So I would most definitely recommend having a study group with more than 2 people, and you do not have to meet. I know a lot of times the typical study group is maybe meet in the library once a week, but if a lot of people's schedules don't conflict with each other, so that might not be able to happen. So I don't want you to think that you can't have a study group at all. Like, no, just make a group chat. That's the best type of study group, especially for me, and then you'll be successful. It doesn't happen just like that, but it will help in your success. Now, the fourth, and I think the most important step, is to make use of your tuition. A lot of times we tend to think like, okay, just going to class and getting our books was really all that the tuition pays for. But no, if you really read into like, especially like if you have financial aid or just any tuition list, they would tell you what is coming out of those fees, because those fees are like a killer. Like, those fees can sometimes get up to $800 depending on how many classes you take. So actually read what the fees say. Like, I know a lot of times it says excess contact hour fees, service fees, all of that stuff. All of that is the teachers cut of them. It might be a time where they stay like a little longer than they planned on, so they took it out of your tuition to pay them for it, or they pay for tutoring services. Like, your tuition pays for all of that stuff. Your tuition is not just for you coming to class on the scheduled time and then you getting your books and then that's just that. Like, no, if you need help, actually make use of your tuition. Your tuition is paying for your tutors. Your tuition is paying for your teacher's office to help you with any assignment. Your tuition is paying for the library and the books and the resources. Like, your tuition is paying for all that. So most definitely make use of your tuition. Like, I think that is the most important step, because I know it's kind of easy to get into the mind that your tuition is just your classes, because of course that's the one thing that you're mostly focused on, especially when it comes time to pick classes. Like, you just like, okay, can I get into this class? Can I afford this class? Da 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 da. So just know that your tuition is not just your classes or your books. Like, your tuition, you just need to make use of your tuition. Legit, I'm really sitting here thinking of what my 5th tip was. I've never had this much of a brain fart. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I'm in a different outfit and this is a different day, because as I was editing the video that you just watched, I realized that it was lagging in my outro, or just lagging at the end of my video. So I was just coming here to say that is all the tips that I have for you guys. I legit could not remember the 5th tip. So I know in the beginning I said there was 5 tips, but there's actually 4. So hopefully those 4 tips help you to be successful. And yeah, sorry I couldn't find that 5th tip. I literally don't know what happened. I'm probably never even had 5 tips and probably just messed up the number in the beginning. So yeah, it's Dark Beauty 9825 signing out of this live. Bye.